Is this what we call a cold open or a hard open? Welcome aboard. Okay, I just didn't want to repeat myself with the regular open, so the show description should be correct now, and all the links for the properties we're going to see should be in the description of the videos. Welcome aboard wherever you're watching it from. We're broadcasting live from Viva Dominican in Cabarete. Come on down and see us. This is a live look at the number 5 that goes all the way down the north coast. If you're walking by the window, you might get on. I should put a sign outside that says you might be on TV. The number 1 link we've got is my profile page on Point 2. It's got about 100 listings on it. We're going to hit this. This is my new YouTube page, and well, we're well over 1,000 subs. I just needed a few hundred more watch hours to get the monetization. Not that it matters. It won't qualify for much because my traffic's not that high yet. But this is a new condo building. We're going to hit that. We have some walkthroughs on this. This is one. Again, all the links are in the show description. That's an unfurnished version. This is Sabaneta de Yasica, $127 for a house and a roadside kitchen. Casita? No, I don't know. And Picapola Station, Pollo Station. This is a brand new listing. Well, it's a few weeks old now. Ocean Point 1, 1,800 square foot, 2-bedroom. We're going to walk through that again in the show description. 17 room, 10 condo titles. In this thing, it's only $795. It's in the heart of downtown Sosua. We got a promotional video of that one. Perla Marina is $599. A massive house with an indoor pool. In-ground pool. Everything's in ground here. We got to walk through that one. And a promo video. And I did a show on this 2 nights ago when we got this massive price reduction. It's now 1.099 million USD. It's a 5-room boutique hotel. And whatever else you want, a spa or a medical facility, maybe a treatment center, what have you. We're going to walk through that one. A couple walkthroughs of that one. And then Casa Linda, one of my favorites, from $560 to $450. It's a 5-bedroom. You can have it immediate as far as possession goes. It's a cash cow, man. You want to make $100 per bedroom per night. Casa Marina is maybe where you want to do it. Even after fees, I mean, you should be able to make $100,000 a year on this one. What's your ROI on that? 4.5? Not bad. All prices are in US dollars. And the music is provided by Matt McPherson, formerly known as M Factor, PHAKTOR. Factor. Thank you, Matt McPherson, for the beats. And now, live from the office. This is how we do this. Quick 1 and out. I started. Oh, shit! I hit the wrong stop button. It's not seamless. Producer. Oh, it's the wrong player. I see. I'm over here and it's on repeat. Let's just close my audio player. So welcome to Viva Dominican. The office is at Ocean Dream Plaza, right in Cabarete, right at the lights. I don't mean turn right at the lights. I mean we're exactly right at the intersection of the only light in Cabarete. This is my profile page on point 2. There's about 110, just less than 110 listings there. There's you're not seeing this because I didn't switch the feed, and there it is. Okay, that's the new profile. That's the new YouTube channel, Buying Dominican Republic, and this is the first listing for $129,200. I think you can still get the pick of the litter here. These are brand new condos in downtown Sosúa. We call it Albady. Fuck, I gotta get that down. Brand new condominiums are 4 on the main floor and 4 upstairs. The upstairs units are larger. And it's brand new. I think you can still get the pick of all of these. And this is kind of what it looks like for a furnished unit on the main floor. Now, as far as I know, they're not coming furnished. They only, maybe they've changed their mind on that. I'm going to have to check with the owners. In the beginning, they were not going to come furnished, but I saw a whole bunch out there the other day of packing material that looked like they were going to, it looked like furniture packing, but I could be wrong. People are not, Lyle, thanks for chirping in on YouTube. I'm broadcasting on all my channels on YouTube. People are not desperate to sell down here, but there are some people that are motivated. For instance, one of the listings that we're looking at in Casa Linda today, it's no secret. I mean, I contacted them out of the blue today. I didn't know I was contacting the people I've already dealing with. I didn't recognize her picture, and she said, yeah, we already purchased in Casa in Perla Marina. So some people are more motivated than others. With the property I showed you the other day, it's a 6-bedroom in Casa Linda. They're at $460,000. He's had it listed for a year. And they started at $550,000. They were exclusive with an agent that didn't do much for them. And I guess wasted some of their time, you know? So I wouldn't say that people are normally desperate to sell, but some are more motivated than others. And this is a look at the unfinished unit. These are not huge apartment buildings, but they're also starting at $129,200. Sunset Place, it's called. And exclusive listings don't live in this country hardly at all. I need another better view here, eh? How's that? But I disclose all the locations of all my listings with the idea that if you want solid representation from a realtor that's been doing business as a licensed realtor in Canada for over 30 years and now practicing on the North Coast, Dominican Republic, that you'll put your faith in me. I'm not looking to steal anyone away from an agent. If you have an agent, fine, just let me know when we talk and I'll work with that agent. I don't have any problems. But exclusivity on listings down here is not very common. So, but that doesn't stop me from doing business the way I used to do business in North America all the time, which is tight-lipped for my clients. Your business is nobody else's business, and give you the best negotiating service possible. Okay. Ooh, there's my burger on the beach. And next, here's Sabaneta de Jessica. This is on the way up the hill off the main road, but, well, not off the main road being the number 5, but it is also on a pretty main road, which is good for traffic. The house is 1,200 square feet. Let's see if I can crop this a little bit better for you. 1,200 square feet. It's set up like a 4-bedroom now, with a roadside kitchen and a pica pollo station. So the house is what you're looking at right here. You can see the roadside kitchen right there. You don't need a liquor license or a health certificate to sell food and booze down here. It's the Wild West. You do whatever you want. Including being a realtor. Real estate agents are not licensed down here, which is really strange for a guy like me who pays thousands and thousands of dollars to keep my license active in Canada. Down here, you just hang a shingle and you're a realtor, which is good if you want to be a realtor and you don't have any experience, but not so good if you're looking for a realtor with lots of experience. I'm not saying that the people down here that have never been a realtor before don't have any experience, and many of them have more experience on the island than I have. But when it comes to negotiation, and much of the negotiation is poker, not revealing your client's cards and negotiating in good faith and trying to work out a win-win situation for everyone. It's different. It's difficult to find an agent that's got a lot of experience down here. I've got a lot of experience. And now I've been here coming up on a year and a half, so I am acclimated to the business climate down here. The one thing I'm really struggling with still is the value. Like, if you're going to do a $100,000 reno at home, that costs you $20 down here. So when I look at a renovation, I go, oh, geez, it's going to need $100,000. A contractor looks at me and goes, yeah, lucky if it's 30. Materials are about the same price here, sometimes more, but the labor is crazy cheap. Like a tenth of the price it is in North America. So I'm still having a difficult time when I walk into something that needs a major renovation, getting past the price of it, because the price down here is a tenth the labor of what it is back in North America. So you got to work that into the prices. And even though some of the materials may cost you more, everything's built with concrete here. So you don't have to worry about the price of lumber. So this one is on the street. It's a house and a little business that has a decent clientele already. Out of that kitchen, they prepare local Dominican foods and Italian dishes, in addition to serving drinks and refreshments to the people that come into the Picapoya station. The Picapoya station's right beside it. I don't have pictures of that one, I don't think. There's the kitchen. There's pictures of inside the home. Oh, I think I put that picture up twice. One with the door open. That's not good. And you can see you got a little display case there for the foodie. And at $127, it's a good deal. This is an oceanfront 2-bedroom, 1,800 square foot condominium. Now, it's rented until May, I think, at $2,750. Last year, they made $4,000 a month Airbnb-ing this. Airbnb? Yeah. On the air, Airbnb-ing it. Rented out, and they have the paperwork to prove that they put in, $4,000 gross income in their pocket as far as rentals go last year. This one's $449. It's a large 2-bedroom on the main floor. The condo fees here, you don't have taxes. The condo fees here are $750 a month and include hydro, electricity, power. So you don't have a lot of fees on top of the $750 per month that they charge you for. You would normally pay in North America for a condo fee. Here they call it HOA fee, home association fee. It helps pay for, taking care of the common areas and maintenance and pool maintenance and all that kind of stuff. So you got a beautiful beach front, main floor, large condominium for $449. Pretty good listing. Pretty new listing, I should say. This is a walkthrough, and you don't need my narration. I think we do have some music under this. Oceanfront condominium, $449. Oh no, we're playing something else here apparently. That sounded like Aiden Miller in the background. Sorry about that, Aiden. Don't want to get a strike from YouTube for broadcasting your music live. Let's see. What can we do with this thing here? Is that better? Look. So this is a quick walkthrough. It is rented, and they let us through on short notice. So it's not staged perfectly. The existing tenant will stay on for the duration of her lease if you want her to, or the vendor will compensate to have vacant possession immediate as fast as the lawyers can close it. This vendor also, which is pretty rare down here, would look at owner financing with half down. $200,000 down, actually less than half down. He would hold the balance of the mortgage and you can pay him for the remainder of the term, whatever that negotiates out to be. But it's over 1,800 square feet, 2 bedroom, 2 bathroom, fully furnished, and on the ocean. Listed about 3 weeks ago. It's a pretty solid shape for a rental. It doesn't have all that many hard miles on it. Relatively new and updated. And look at the size of the rooms on this. Please excuse my my jittery camera. And that's the what do you call it? Terrace. They don't call them decks or balconies here. What a view, eh? And I do have another video, I guess it's not this one, of not Lax Oho, but I did do that. I let the camera roll while I was having lunch the other day. 200 pesos for a bacon cheeseburger with fries on the beach. That's tax included. Crazy. Crazy prices. So the links are in the show description. This is one of my favorite listings. He's paisan from my old hometown. He's from St. Catharines, this guy. I had to come all the way to the Dominican Republic in Sosua to meet him. It's a 17-room non-functioning hotel at the moment. It could be functioning with very little input. It's ready to go. There's 9 rooms that are really ready and furnished and ready to go. There's 10 titles on it, so and again, some modification would be needed to set and to make those condominiums ready for sale, but you could run yourself a small hotel for cheap, $7.95 American. He doesn't really want to hold paper. I think he would hold a small amount of it for a short period of time if you absolutely needed it, but we're not really looking for people that need financing or need the vendor to hold $50,000 or $100,000. He'd like it to be clean and get out. All cash, closing in 30 days would be perfect. Lyle, thank you for commenting. Why do you like Casa Linda versus Las Terrenas? Well, I'm in Sosua, so Casa Linda's like a simple cash cow. Great returns on investment. They've done it all. I don't know that there's another developer like Casa Linda in Las Terrenas. Excuse me, I could be wrong. But these guys have been in business 30 years. They built 400 villas. They've thought of everything. So, you're not going to have, your pool deck draining into your house because they haven't thought of it. It's been done before. They've got 30 years under their belt and have built many, many homes. So I like Casa Linda because it's good management. They've come this far. They've made it through all the global recessions. They made it through COVID. In fact, the prices went up through COVID. Phase 12, there's 4 lots left in Phase 12. They released Phase 12 about 6 months ago, and it's already sold out. There's 88 lots in there, and there's 4 of them left. They just know what they're doing. They got a great restaurant. If you go there and try the salmon shrimp pasta, my God, it's tremendous. And it's like 450 pesos. 450 pesos. What's that? $9 plus tip. Jane Bray on YouTube. I'm not sure which channel you guys are watching, but I'm broadcasting on the Jim Fannin Show, TrueTube, and Buying Dominican Republic. You can come here for as long as you like. You have to pay a tax when you leave if you overstay your visa. I can't remember if it's in 3 months or 6 months, but anything over your visitor's visa, they charge you by the month to stay. And, I know people that have been here a year and a half and they had to pay a few $100 on the way off the island as far as a tourist tax or an excise tax? Visitation tax. But I know many people that have come down here from all parts of the world that operate businesses and have never left the island. They just stayed. So there's rules on how long you can stay, but if you overstay your visa, then you just pay when you leave. If you send me, all my contacts are in the show descriptions. If you send me a WhatsApp or an email or a text on my phone with a specific question, I'll do my best to get you the answer quickly. Most of it I've got at my fingertips. Some of it I need to research. This one's called the Sunset Beacher. Now, the Sunset Beacher, if you know Spanky's in downtown Sosua, Spanky's is like 40 steps from the beach. And this hotel's 35 steps from the beach because it's that much closer. But it's parked right between Sosua by the sea, the really high-end Marriott, and they're building another brand new Marriott for $50 million Marriott. And then Casa Marina's right beside it. So this is literally in the heart of the resort and hotel district, meaning that if you five-starred this thing, you wouldn't be sore. You can't over-improve rooms at this location. Number one, it's going to be a high-demand location, and if you five-star it, you could demand whatever price you wanted, like literally. I mean, based on size and location. Location is great. Size you can't do much about, but there are some decent sized one here. And, if you put, I say $100,000 renovation, which might work out to be 50 or 75 because I need a contractor to go through with me. It needs windows and doors. It needs the floor plan changed in a couple of the units to make them condos, so you can have one door to shut it off, lock it off, based on the titles. And like I said, even if it cost you $100,000, so you're $800. Let's say $200,000. So you're $800 in a $200,000 reno. The resale on these things times 10, it's got to be over, I don't know, 2.3 million gross sales if you sold them all. Personally, I would keep the penthouse and rent it out and sell the rest of them. That would put you at about 1.7 mil in total sales, which would put you at about a $900,000 profit, even after, $700,000 profit, even after a $200,000 rent. It's not going to take $200,000 to reno, but if you banked on the worst case scenario, you'd be into it for $1 million. Yeah, your gross sales will be 2.2, 2.3, something like that. I don't have the form in front of me where I've not calculated it all out, but you're close to $1 million profit even after your complete renovation. There is a promo video here. Luxury boutique hotel. Some drone shots. There's the $50 million Marriott that's being built in the background. Now, you see a lot of these buildings around that have not. Why are there ads on my channel? I'm not monetized. 16 rooms. It's advertised as 17 rooms. I say 16 rooms because the main floor room is now a kitchen. He rented it out to missionaries. And, I think he gifted it to the missionaries. And they converted the main floor room to a kitchen so they could service all the people that stayed in it. But it's quality, and the price is right. Sunset Beacher, downtown Sosua. It's parked right beside, it's 2 doors down from Spanky's and right next door to the Casa Marina. Casa Marina is probably a 500-room resort. And there's Sosua by the sea in front of it. It's got access to the beach. 30 points cash on cash ROI. And that is the Marriott over there with the big... there's Casa Marina to the right. That's Sosua by the sea in the bottom left going over. Casa Marina is massive. And as we come around here, you can see one of the buildings at Casa Marina. It's a quick flip. Sunset Beacher, $795. It's nice. Check that one. Or come and see us live right here. Viva Dominican Republic. Let's see here. Perla Marina. Another gated community on the north coast in Sosúa, Cabarete. It's kind of on the border. This one is $599, and it's huge. A very large property, what, 6,000 square feet, I think? Everything's in square meters down here, so when you see it measured or detailed in square meters or M to the power of 2, basically you multiply by 11. That'll give you your square footage. Perla Marina. That's a decent property. It's been listed for a while. Now, you don't know what people are going to take until you put an offer in on it. So, but this is a complete walkthrough from the beginning. What do they call this? A center hall plan? When the spiral staircase is right in the middle of the property? No, it's not center hall plan, but similar. They've got a bunch of different styles down here. That's the main floor office. And everything's monolithic structure down here. It's like one piece. And we don't get many hurricanes on the north coast because we're right beside the highest peak in the Caribbean, basically. And that mountain carves up hurricanes when it comes over or pushes them off the coast. So on the north coast here, we usually get lucky. Like Punta Cana got it pretty hard last time the hurricane came in, but we got basically nothing. We just got high winds. But in Punta Cana got not wiped out, but it was pretty serious. Oops. So you are protected here, and shark attacks are not common on the north coast. There's even shark sightings. It's not like Florida. For whatever reason. Now, I can't speak to the south coast or the east coast or whatever, but I know on the north coast, I mean, if there's shark sightings, you will see them on video. And the last video I saw of a shark, well, it was fishermen catching a shark. And that was from a few years ago. I think I stole the video and I put it on the Buying Dominican Republic channel. My email is buyingdominicanrepublic@gmail.com as it pops up in the comments. You can get me anytime there. Or you can text, phone, or WhatsApp me at 809-330-8926. It's 809-330-8926. This one's still available, $599. And what else can I tell you about it? Most of the properties down here come furnished. So everything you see, appliances, furnishings, everything comes with it other than personal effects. Obviously, if you want to make sure it's there, you're going to create a list of chattels to include in the offer to make sure that you get exactly what is there. But as far as furniture goes, it's pretty much standard down here that what you see is what you get when it closes. There may be the odd exclusion here and there, but pretty much it comes furnished. What you see is what you get. So the way you look at the property, again, a good agent's going to protect you by making a list of, you know, how many appliances there are. I mean, a really good agent will go and get the serial numbers for them, but I mean, it's not necessary usually. If people are good on handshakes, and I want to believe that I do believe that most people are good. Their word is good. They say this is the way it's going to look when it closes. That's the way it looks when it closes. There's very few people, even in the Dominican Republic, that are going to take you for a ride and lie to you and really scam you. Now, you should make sure you've got a good lawyer because they're you know, you want to make sure you get clean title to your property. And down here, that could be an issue. So that is this listing. It's a walkthrough of $599, and there's another promo video here, which is a little bit more encompassing as far as the area goes. Pictures of the beach. This is Perla Marina. You can have immediate possession on this one. You know, when I say motivated, yeah, they want to sell. They're not desperate, but you never know what they're going to take until you put an offer down. People say, well, how much will that sell for? I don't know, man. I haven't had an offer in a while. I'm just cruising the comments here to make sure I asked or answered any of the questions that you have. I don't see any more questions rolling in. Just my automatic comments here from my end. But if you have questions, send me an email. What's your estimated cost of 2-bedroom? 2-bedroom, 2-bath, ocean view. Well, we just went through one. I don't know if you're here for the beginning of the broadcast, but we just looked at one in Ocean Point. I mean, you can find different priced properties. And as you go east to here, you go to Rio San Juan, you can find cheaper ones. But I'm in Sosua, Cabarete. And an example of a 2-bedroom, 2-bath is right here. Where is it? This is it here, $449. So I don't know if it's exactly what you're looking for. You can find them cheaper. But this one's Ocean Point 1, $449. So it's a little newer than some of the condominiums that have been built down here. So you can find cheaper ones. But oceanfront goes fast usually. And this one's only been listed 3 weeks at $449. But, I mean, it's one of the videos I have. Lyle, I got the video of, well, you can see actually right here that, well, you can't see it too well. But there's a guy riding a horse down the beach in this photo. So cool. So if you send me your email, Lyle, I will respond to you with a list of 2-bedroom, 2-bath ocean view. And ocean view could be up the mountain too. I mean, when you say ocean view, I think ocean front, beach front. And, you know, I kind of want to be on the ocean so that I can walk down to it and I don't have to, you know, walk on old coral or, you know, hard rock. I want to walk down and have beach. So, but you can get an ocean view up the hill for much cheaper, right? And still be in a gated community. But when I hear ocean view, I think like ocean front, beach front. So we went through this one, Casa Linda, we went through that one. Okay, I'm almost out of here. I did a show on this the other day because it was the first. We just got the price reduction on it 2 nights ago, and I did a full show on this one called Casa 22. Now it's getting some action now. We had it listed at $1.5 million. It's a non-operating 5-unit boutique hotel, and this is the interesting part right there. This can be a spa or a medical center or even a treatment facility, maybe rehab or, you know, small cosmetic surgery, and then you what do you call it? Recover. What do they call it? What's that fancy word for recovery? Can't remember. You recover in one of these rooms. Convalesce. That's it. Convalescing in Spain. Convalescing in DR. This was staged. Photos. It looks pretty much just like it. The highest end of finishings and furnishings. Nice pool. It's 2 levels. You can build it up on the top. It would be great to build a restaurant on the top of this thing because the roof is wide open. The suites are beautiful. There's actually a suite, if you noticed already, with a tub in it. That's kind of rare in this country. You don't find many tubs. 1.99. There's a picture of the roof, and there is a small ocean view from the top there. I don't know whose feet that are. That's not my feet. I don't take pictures of my feet in my photos. 1.099 million this one is. And like I said, this one, doctors, plastic surgeons, counselors, rehabilitation specialists. This could be really like a place to do small cosmetic surgeries, and then a really high-end place to convalesce. Casa 22. I would recommend getting down here and doing a walkthrough. We have a walkthrough right here. It's 5 years old. They put about $100,000 in renovations into it, which included a new deck on the flat roof. Everything's concrete down here and rebar reinforced monolithic structures, meaning one piece. Staff on hand right now, the operating costs are $2,000 American a month. That's just with a skeleton crew. It's easy to look at because it's non-functioning now. Actually, I have a friend of mine that's going to be staying here for a couple of weeks. They've made an exception by renting him a room, but he'll have the hotel to himself probably. $200 a night on these rooms. And the best part about this, well, not the best part about this property, but a really good part about this property is right here. That's Casa 21. Translates into Casa 21. Right beside it, it's the best restaurant on the island, and it's rated number 5 in boutique hotels. And they charge $200, $225, and $250. They have 3 rooms, one the owner occupies, and so their ADR, their average daily rate, is well over $225. And they do a decent business of about 75% occupancy. So very rarely do they have an empty room there. And this one, at $200 a night, which I think is kind of low based on Casa 21. Casa 21 is nice, but it's finished very similarly. It's a little smaller, but they're getting $225, and $250 for the rooms. And so maybe you could push these rates up past $200, but at $200 a room, at 5 rooms, at 100% capacity, you're $365,000 a year. It's $1,000 a day. Figure it out. And even at 50% capacity, I mean, you're still well over $150,000 gross. And not a whole lot of fees or expenses here. It does have a generator backup. There's the tub I was talking about. One of the guys that showed me this property called it the Love Suite. And if you look at yesterday's video, there's a complete description on the Casa 22. And so you could put a restaurant in here, or you could just have Casa 21 service you, as far as just walking right next door into one of the best restaurants. The best restaurant on the island. It's actually rated number 1 in Sosua and number 5 boutique hotel on the island, on the whole island of Dominican Republic. Did I not go in that room? Oh, yes, I did. Each room has a different flow, a different setup, but basically the same. They're about 800 square feet, roughly. Sometimes the measurements over here include the deck or terrace. Casa 22 is a good product. Check it out. All right. I'm getting tired of myself. What else we got here? Another walkthrough? Same property? Oh, no, this is a promo video. Again, it's staged, professional photography and film. But to be honest with you, it basically still looks just like this. So I would say if you're down here or you're thinking of buying an investment, that's hard to come by. An actual hot tub. See the massage table in the corner and the floating bed. I love this property. And it's priced really competitively now at $1.099 million American. So the links are in the show description below for this. And now I've got 2 really hot properties in Casa Linda. This is one of them. Oh, shoot. Let's just go to the walkthrough. This is a 5-bedroom in Casa Linda on one of the biggest lots in Casa Linda. It's on the edge of the park. Complex, whatever you want to call it, I'm not sure, which makes it quiet because it doesn't have a whole bunch of neighbors. I mean, quiet. I mean, you're in a gated community. How loud is it? There's no construction hardly left in this phase because everything's been done years ago. That's the front door there that we just walked through, what you call a great room, which is a combination of the living room and kitchen with dual masters off each side of that great room. And each master has a walk-in closet and a master ensuite and access to the pool deck. Fully fenced all the way around. They've got a large shepherd, so no problem keeping in a large shepherd. And in very good shape. Now, like I said, they have purchased a property in Perla Marina that required many dollars of renovations. And he just wants out. He could afford to buy without selling, but he would like to have this liquidated to get his money out of it. So right now, he told me just before New Year's, you bring me an offer in the next week, I'll take $450. So this one's down from $575, I think it was, to $450. And I've got a 6-bedroom at $460. Different location in the same park. And roughly, basically, your standard is $100 per bedroom per night on this stuff. And then you have different fees. They have a shuttle that goes down to the beach, to the supermarkets, to the banks. I think it leaves on the hour 5 or 6 times a day. And it'll pick you up. You can do your grocery shopping and jump back on the shuttle and come back to Casa Linda. So this one's a 5-bedroom, and the secondary bedrooms around the pool. Casa Linda has generator backup, so you're never without power in Casa Linda. There's the pool, huge terrace, laundry rooms at the back. Look at the size of this lot, and it's completely fenced. It's frost fencing. A lot of the fences down here, they don't use the frost fence, like the chain link fence. They use like cement walls. But then you don't get that lush, that lush greenery for a fence or the sound protection from it. We took this one a couple months ago, this walkthrough. But still available today, and it's $450 for a limited time. You can buy this for $450 American. No owner financing here. You can get financing through Scotiabank down here with 35% down. So if you qualify, it's basically the same qualifications that you'd need in Canada. So Scotiabank's got nothing to do with the Canadian arm down here. It's completely Dominican. They just use the brand name. It's still Scotiabank. It's just Dominican. So 35% down. I think you're looking at about 3.75. I can't remember the term on that. It might be a 3-year 3.75. But again, this one's got a really large fenced yard. Mango trees. There's a coconut tree. There's apricots. What do they call them? What do you make guacamole out of? Jeez, my mind is mush when I'm broadcasting. Avocado. Dirt. But again, this is one of the largest lots in the complex, the park, called Casa Linda. There is a video that explains, that has all the fees in it. I'm not sure if it's this one, but I've got many Casa Linda videos, and one of them does have the fees. But in previous videos I've done just about Casa Linda, you can see all the management fees and what you can expect to pay monthly for a gardener or for a pool guy or whatever. It's all broken down in those descriptions. So if you want more information, contact me directly either on my cell phone. You can call, text, or WhatsApp 1-809-330-8926. That's 1-809-330-8926. Or you can email me at Buying Dominican Republic at Gmail. Oh, just one. Jeez. Just when the bikinis walk by, I just suddenly go off with a picture to show myself. Buying Dominican Republic at gmail.com. Viva Real Estate, vivadominican.com. You can find some of our properties there, or this right here is my profile on Point 2. You can find, I think, about 106 listings there. Call me anytime if you want more information, but more than anything, just book a flight. I have a friend of mine that just booked a flight for 2 return for $1,100 Canadian. $518 return. Get out of the snow and come down to the north coast of Dominican Republic. I love you. I'm out.